and salutations, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It's Maze once again, and I am here with another video. I know it's been a long time since I've done a commentary, but I decided to use my Twitter followers and the fans that are there following me on Twitter, and I posted a poll to see what you guys wanted to see for my first video back in a while. And it seems like with overwhelming support, you guys decided to vote for the next Keys to Success episode for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and that's exactly what I am going to be doing for this video. And of course, this one is a really important episode because it's going to be dealing with spawn manipulation in Black Ops 3, and a lot of people have been asking me to make a video about this for quite some time, and I'm going to get right into it right away. And the best way to break down spawns in Black Ops 3 is to show you guys on the minimap. So that's exactly what I'm going to do real quick here. Now, as you can see, this map is Fringe, and I'm playing Team Deathmatch, which is a perfect game type to learn spawn manipulation in. If you are a competitive Call of Duty player, you need to figure out how spawns work in Black Ops 3 in order to be successful in the core game types for competitive Call of Duty, like Hardpoint, Uplink, and Capture the Flag. So you can see why I pushed this area of the map right off of the spawn. My teammates went all the way up to 10, which is where those 3 triangles are near the bottom. And of course, I had one teammate that rotated all the way to the track area. Now, you can see that right away, 2 players go down on my team and make that 3. And instead of pushing out the rest of that map, in the middle of the map, I decided to rotate back around to where we spawned in the beginning, which was the center bridge area. And, of course, that is the default spawn on Fringe for the Black Ops faction. The CDP faction spawns where I just spawned after I died when I failed to anchor that spawn. Now, funny enough, you can see I got tagged up right away in that respawn, and it was simply because I was anchoring the spawns for my team. I died, and that forced me to spawn in this area of the map. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what that looked like on the mini-map very quickly here. As you can see, I was holding down the back hop-up of Red Barn, and this is a perfect spot to anchor the spawns near the bridge where we first spawned in as the Black Ops faction. And of course, if you anchor that, if your teams are pushing up through tracks and die, then they will most likely spawn on the bridge or right around the back alley going towards Tim. So that's very important to keep an eye out on if you are anchoring that back barn spawn. Now, after I died, you can see that I actually ended up spawning in right by the silos or the dome, which is very close to the train tracks by the Peach truck. And let's take a quick look at that so you can see exactly how that worked after I died off of that anchor position. The most important thing to keep in mind when anchoring for the next spawn is that you're going to want to anchor the closest area so that your team can continue to spawn in a very favorable situation. 9 times out of 10, your teammates are constantly pushing up on the map to try to get kills. What your job is to do is to retreat to an area that might be under enemy control in order to really solidify spawns for your teammates that do die when pushing up on the map. The best way to really manipulate the spawns once you spawn at the dome area is the silo area of the map. And if you hold that down, your teammates will spawn right by Grandma's, which is that white house, very close to 10. And of course, they will also spawn right by the dome where I had initially spawned in after I died back barn. Now you're probably thinking, look, Maze, this is really hard to really master, and I have no idea how I'm going to be able to do this. And honestly, I completely understand everyone's concern in that regard, but when you watch the rest of this gameplay, you'll see how becomes ingrained in you once you continue to get used to it and play a game type like Team Deathmatch over and over again. And the same thing goes for game types like Hardpoint, Uplink, Capture the Flag, and of course other game types that are not necessarily competitive Call of Duty game types like Domination and you know, things of that sort. So this is just a general view of how spawn manipulation works, but it does carry on to other game types almost the exact same way, with the exception of the fact that you have to really think about playing for spawns in Hardpoint, for example, when you rotate early, and you have to worry about cutoffs and engagements while you're rotating to those other areas of the map, and that is basically another commentary completely in and of itself. So that being said, I just wanted to make sure that I covered the basics of spawn manipulation, how it works, how you want to push out spawns, and how you want to anchor spawns. And that's super important even in public matches, because that's really going to determine whether you're going to continue to help your teammates out and having them spawn in an area of the map that they can defend themselves, or if they're going to spawn right in front of an enemy and get taken down right away, which could obviously result in a loss. And of course, feeding enemy kills can also end up really costing your KD as well, considering the teammates, the enemy team will most likely start getting kill streaks and really start to mop the floor with you. So very, very important to keep in mind that if you're going to be playing to really get yourself some good kill streaks and to stay alive as long as you can, the best way to do that is to anchor spawns for your team and know when to push aggressively on the map. Anchoring does not necessarily mean that you're camping in the same area of the map, because that's not going to help your teammates at all when you're camping and you immediately die and you spawn right next to teammates that are rushing up on the map. That's really going to cost you another life, and it's also going to cost your teammates quite a bit of lives as well, because then they're going to spawn in really strange areas of the map, and then it becomes a completely bad situation in which you lose map control, and it's very, very difficult to get that back. So obviously you can see how I'm cautiously engaging enemies just to try to get map control back, because we ended up losing some of that map control throughout the middle portion of this map. And of course, camo is one of those types of specialist abilities that will really help you stay alive when anchoring positions on the map. And now you can see that once I push out the train tracks, I'm making sure that I continue to push out the dome spawn and take out the players that are trying to hold down the spawns here in the back silo area. And that's really where the best and safest part of Fringe is right here in this area. This is a spot that will really help your team get map control, because then they could go upstairs in the White House or Grandma's house. They could push out tin, like you can see some of my teammates doing, and of course they could push out train tracks. So based on just that alone, you're going to really want to hold down this area of the map. Now you can see I'm starting to get rushed quite a bit here on the back silo area, and of course the Marshall 16 is one of those weapons that really helps you stay alive in close quarters combat. But once I saw that my teammates were really aggressively pushing up on the map and actually getting kills, I decided to go inside the White House or Grandma's house to just slay the enemies that continuously were charging me in this area of the map. And of course, if you stay alive long enough here and you get some kill streaks, those kill streaks will actually start to anchor spawns for you. And the Cerberus is one of those kill streaks that really helps manipulate spawns, because you can not only control it manually, but you can also let it navigate throughout the map and get kills for you. And of course, then that led to me getting my Wraith, which of course is perfect for slaying enemies in their spawns wherever they are on the map. And obviously you're going to want to plant the Wraith in an area of the map that's closest to the middle, that way it can navigate through the map wherever you are pushing the spawns out. So this is really, really important to keep in mind. I know that this was a very long and strenuous commentary for you guys, but I figured I would go in depth a little bit more and help you guys achieve the level of success that you want to achieve in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And of course, it's very, very important to continue to practice this and continue to get better at the game with practice. That is really what will make you a better player in any game, specifically here in Black Ops 3. So definitely continue to practice. Send me tweets, leave comments in the comment section below of this video as well, and let me know if this commentary helped you guys out, and let me know what you guys did to continue to help you practice the spawn manipulation here in Black Ops 3. But of course, that will wrap up this commentary, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, this has been Maze. I'll see you on my next video.